Welcome to Math Time by Gianina. In this lesson, we're going to learn about long division. Long division is a method of cutting up bigger division problems into smaller short division steps. What is great about long division is that once you know how to do it, you can divide up all kinds of numbers even if they are humongous. The key to long division is to think about our division problem digit by digit. If our dividend, the number we're dividing up, has many digits, then that means there will be so many division steps to do. If you can recall our basic one-step division, all of the dividends were small that we can use the multiplication table to help us find the quotient, the answer to the division. But if we have a division problem like this, 2008 divided by 8, 2008 is definitely not on our multiplication table. So what do? What we shall do is that instead of trying to divide the entire 2008 by 8 all at once, we will break this problem into smaller steps by just trying to divide each digit by 8, one digit at a time, digit by digit. In division, we start by trying to divide up the digit in the biggest number place first, and we work our way from left to right. So the first step in this problem is to divide the first digit of our dividend by 8. We'll just ignore the other digits for now, and that makes it look like we have the division problem 2 divided by 8, in which we cannot proceed because 8 is bigger than the dividend 2. So we have to move to the second digit and include this in the dividend, and that makes it look like we have the division problem 20 divided by 8. Great! That's easy. It's just a basic division problem, so we ask how many 8s will it take to make 20 or almost 20? Well, 20 8s will be 16, and that's almost 20 if we try and check 3 8s, and it gives us 24. And it is way more than 20. So we go with 16. We put 2 in our answer spot on the top of the line. But wait, there's a lot of room on the top of the line. Where exactly do we put it? Well, the answer digit should always go directly above the digit we're dividing. In this case, we use 20, so we put the answer 2 directly on the top of 0. Okay, now we multiply 2 times 8 is 16, and the 16 goes below the 20 so that we can subtract to get our remainder. 0 minus 6 cannot be, so we borrow 1 from 2. We now have 10 minus 6, which is 4, and we subtract the other digit. 1 minus 1 is 0. Since this is a long division and we still have more digits to divide, the number 1 we've been ignoring. Since we're going to digit by digit, let's stop ignoring the next digit in our dividend, the 0. Since we have our remainder 4 from the previous step, we have to combine that remainder with our next digit and divide them both together. We do that by bringing down a copy of the next digit, the 0, and put it right beside the remainder, which is 4. When we do that, we have 40. So we ask, how many 8s will it take to make 40? Well, we have tried that 3 times 8 is 24, and that's not close to 40. So let's try 4 times 8 will give us 32. It seems close but not enough. So let's try 8 times 5 and it gives us 40. Wow! So we get the answer that is not just close but exactly 40. Okay, now we'll put 5 in the answer line just above the second 0. Then we multiply 5 times 8 is 40, which we put right below the 40 so that we can subtract and it gives us an answer 0. It's time for our next division step. Let's stop ignoring the last digit in the dividend, the 8, and bring down a copy of it to team up with our new remainder 0. Together, they form a remainder 8 since the previous is 0. Aha! We both have the same number and we know for a fact that 8 divided by 8 is 1. So we put a 1 in the last place of our answer line and then we write a 8 below our remainder 8. Now, if we subtract a 8 from 8, we see that our last remainder will be 0, which means there's no remainder left. That's great! We solve the whole division problem digit by digit by breaking it up into 3 basic division steps. And now, we know that 2008 divided by 8 equals 251. And now, we know why they call it a long division. In fact, it was so long that I think I'm going to take a nap. That was a long division. Oh man, I almost forgot. We still got another division problem to talk about. Dividing 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. Okay, let's do this. For example, 956 divided by 27, we could start by asking how many 27 will fit into 9. Since our divisor now has 2 digits, we already know that no 1-digit part of the dividend will be big enough for that to divide into. Because we have a 2-digit divisor, we automatically need to group the first 2 digits and ask how many 27 will make 95. This is trickier because multiples of 27 are not on our multiplication table. Instead, we have to figure it out by estimating or good guessing. We will estimate 27 to 30, then we can try 30 times 3 equals 90. So let's try 27 times 3. 3 times 7 equals 21. We write 1 at the bottom, then bring up 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. Plus 2 is 8. So 27 times 3 is 81. We write 3 on top of the answer line directly above 5. Now, we put 81 below 95, then we subtract 5 minus 1 equals 4, and 9 minus 8 is 1. So the remainder is 14. We now combine the next digit, which is 6. We make a copy of 6 and combine with 14. Together, they form 146. So we ask, how many 27 will it take to make 146? Well, we have tried 27 times 3, which is 81, so we do estimate again, 27 to 30. Then we try 30 times 4 is 120. And this is really close to 146. Well, see, 7 times 4 is 28. We write 8, then carry 2. 4 times 2 equals 8 plus 2 is 10. It gives us an answer, 108. That's still far from 146. Let's try 27 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35. We write down 5 and carry 3. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3 is 13. So we have 135. Phew! This is closer to 146. So we proceed. We write 5 directly above 6 and write 135 below 145. So we can subtract 6 minus 5 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. That's leave us with 11 as the remainder, and since there's no other digit left, we will write our 11 on top of the answer line, and that ends our lesson for today. Remember, practice makes perfect. So, as you get ready to practice some long division problems on your own, here's a few tips that will help you out. First, you have to memorize your multiplication table, for it will really help with division. Second, it is really important to write neatly and stay organized. If your writing is messy, it might be hard to keep your columns lined up, and that could lead to mistakes. Third, start with some smaller 2 or 3 digit dividends so you only have a few division steps to do. Then work up to longer division problems. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks for watching Math Time by Gianina, and I'll see you next time. Good luck, guys!